Hey YouTube, how's it going? Mark here with another fragrance review. This time let's take a look at Lucky brand, which is under the umbrella of the Liz Clairborne house. And this one is called Lucky Number 6. Is number 6 really that lucky? Well, let's take a look. Presentation, the bottle, and the box. Now the bottle itself kind of looks like something like, doesn't look like a fragrance bottle to me. Kind of looks like something like some sorcerer would have to put in his potion. I don't know. It's Asian inspired, as you can see, of course. All your information's in the back instead of at the bottom. Your code's actually right under the sticker right here. Sprayer works okay. We have a stopper instead of, as you can see here, just kind of like Le Male instead of a cap. Now the box itself, again, Asian inspired, looks good. I think it's a different look. And we got some information at the bottom, so definitely good presentation for Lucky Number 6. Now bottle sizes, this one comes in multiple bottle sizes. 1 ounce, 1.7, and a 3.4. This is the 3.4 right here, the big guy. Pricing, $5 to $25. No, no, I'm not saying this wrong. This is correct pricing for this fragrance. $5 to $25 American. Yes. It might be a little more expensive. If it is, run. Find someone or somewhere else to get a fragrance, to get this fragrance at least. This is readily available for that pricing, so definitely shop around for this guy. This was released in 2006. Awards, it has not been in any of my top 10 lists. It'll definitely make my best bang for the buck. This is definitely worth the price. Price isn't much. Parfumier Jean-Marc Cheyenne. Groupe de Sud Oriental Fougère, and I would say even stretching it a little bit into the fresh genre of things. Recommended age, I'm going to say teens and up, basically everybody, but I really want to emphasize on the teens, on the first time fragrance buyers. Definitely if you're looking for something cheap that smells good, that just smells good, you don't really care about all the rest of the mumbo jumbo I'm talking about, then this one's a good pick for it. Pricing does not reflect the quality of the juice. How many sprays and where I go? 1 on the chest, 1 on each side of the neck, and 1 on each arm, and I am set. We got 5 sprays, and I'm good to go with this guy. Let's take a look at the notes. Now, the top notes, we got some bergamot, pineapple, water notes, and neroli. Then in the mid, we got plum, and that's going to be like your main guy. Then we got a suede accord, we got geranium and nutmeg, and then in the base, we got sandalwood, amber, tonka bean, cedarwood, and musk. So first and foremost, before I even get into this fragrance review, I gotta say pricing is a huge factor in this review. This thing at $60 American, we might have a different type of review, but we gotta keep in the gauge of pricing. If a fragrance is $300 or $5, I gotta make sure that it's quality for your bang for your buck. Exactly. Now this is great for teens. Yes, it's synthetic, guys. It is going to be synthetic. It's not going to smell natural to you at all, but it's not as bad as the others from this brand. And when I'm talking about this brand, I'm talking about the Liz Clairborne brand. That curve line, there's a lot of those that are highly synthetic. This is synthetic, but in a pleasant way. I say this smells good. Great for teens, great for first timers, I'll tell you that right now. It does have a tinge of sweetness to it, but it's highly underrated. Now, what I mean underrated is because a lot of people look it over, maybe because of price or the brand that made it, or it's just not readily available. But it's very much cheap. You just got to look around, search online. It's definitely cheap and it's available for a really, really great deal. This is not a huge seller, so it will be cheap to purchase, perhaps harder to find, like I said earlier. Maybe look at TJ Maxx or Marshall's for my American friends out there. So let's waste the spray of Lucky Number 6. And this one's pretty pleasant. I would actually wear it. Imagine that. My last review with the Yavago. Okay. When you first spray this on for the first 5 to 10 seconds, even though it doesn't really matter because it's only 5 to 10 seconds, I feel a little bit of Fahrenheit backbone in here. Now that's where a lot of people compare this to the brand or the great fragrance Fahrenheit. But it's very minor. It doesn't last very long. It will come back. sometimes on your skin you're going to smell a little bit of Fahrenheit in it, and that's why a lot of people say this smells like Fahrenheit. Well, yeah, some points it does, but the overall fragrance does not smell like Fahrenheit. I'm going to tell you this right now. If you're a Fahrenheit fan and you're looking for a replacement, this ain't for you guys. This is not a Fahrenheit replacement, we'll say. Now, what do I get? Well, it starts off really fresh, guys. For a Oriental Fougère, you're like, what's he talking about? Well, it's really fresh. Look at the top note. Bergamot, pineapple, water notes, and neroli. It's really fresh. Those plum lovers out there, well, it's very plummy. Now, the plum is usually in the mid, but yeah, it starts off in the top and then it continues in the mid. It's the main player in this fragrance. You're going to smell a lot of plum in this guy. Now, there's a dash of pineapple in here. Aventus lovers, listen. You guys love pineapple. You love Aventus most likely because of the pineapple. Well, there's pineapple in here, and it's nicely done. It's a little dash of it, so it's not your Aventus replacement either before you buy a bottle, even though it's $5-10. It's not an Aventus replacement, but if you like pineapple and you like Aventus, you might want to take a look at this. It has pineapple in it. Now, really enjoy the plum note in here at the top, and of course the citrus comes in too, but it's not too bright. Definitely a plummy accord with a little bit of course, the pineapple and some citrus. Well done top. Now in the mid, warms up a little bit. The plum keeps taking over, so it's still there. It's a little sweet, perhaps because the vanilla's kicking in a little bit here. You can feel the suede and the geranium with a sprinkle of nutmeg, not too much nutmeg. It really gave me like a dark, fruity feeling to it. Really nice, warmed up a bit, and now it reminds me of an Oriental Fougère. Now, it's very much well done. It's not what I would come to expect for a $5 or $10 fragrance. Definitely not. It feels like there's a little hint of floral in this mid. Perhaps it kind of reminded me of violet. Yes, going back to the Fahrenheit. A little bit. You know, it's not the main accord. And the sandalwood was peeking through the mid right up until the end. Now in the end, at the base, it turns a little sweet, kind of like hundreds of fragrances do, like a vanilla base. This has it. A little light sandalwood note, and obviously the tonka bean takeover. So it ends like any other fragrance, and people are going to start calling this generic and, you know, the same old, right? Now, one of the best cheapies for under $20 on the market today. I gotta say it, you know, I've reviewed hundreds of fragrances, I've smelt hundreds, maybe even thousands. This is one of the best cheapies on the market today for under $20. You can't go wrong. For this much juice for $20, some people even find this big bottle for $10. So overall, a good basic cologne for starters, a good starter fragrance, great casual fragrance. If you don't want to wear your heavy hitters, you just slap this on for casual use, definitely. Reminds me of a cheap Fahrenheit summer edition. It has that fresh yet dark feeling. I really feel like the pineapple note, the neroli, and the plum really freshen this thing up, but then the other notes really darken it up a little bit more. So it's definitely really versatile, I would say, for a casual use fragrance. Well done by Liz Clairborne, imagine that. Why would you hate this fragrance? Well, a lot of people, you know, fragrance heads, the ones that are a little more into this than your run-of-the-mill guy, will say this is a generic freshie. It's the same old, same old. It's not going to, you know, tingle your senses as an experienced sniffer. Longevity problems with this guy, projection problems, yes. So you will meet with that. And of course, people that don't like plum in their fragrances. There's not too many plum-like notes in fragrances. Too many fragrances have that note in them. This is one of the unique ones out there, but if you don't like that in your fragrance, this just might not work out for you. Bottles. I was thinking Fahrenheit Summer. It would be like a good replacement for a Fahrenheit Summer fragrance. And Curved Soul, also from the Liz Clairborne house. So they're kind of playing around with the same formula with different names. Best time to wear this fragrance, casual evening, I would say. Definitely for a night out, just casually I would wear this. Compliment factor, fairly high. Hey, you don't have to spend $100 on a fragrance to get compliments. This is one of the better ones, actually, for compliment factor. I got some great compliments with this one. I even got a lot of people asking me for the name of this fragrance. So that's like your ultimate compliment, when people want to know the fragrance and they take the time to write down the name to buy it for somebody. So lucky number 6 did that. For $10, you can't go wrong. My 2 cents, it's a good cheapie. It's a good starter fragrance. It's a good casual fragrance. For the price, you can't go wrong. And that's what I'm here for, to let you guys know which cheapie's worth the money. This one does not smell like your typical cheapie. Yes, it's synthetic. Yes, it can be boring for an experienced fragrance head. But for anybody out there that's just starting, or a teenager, you don't have the budget, this is a great alternative to those type of scents that do cost $80 to $100. This will get you through the years until you can afford the big boys. So definitely, this is quality. That's all I gotta say. Buy, try, or pass. The price makes it a no-brainer for me. This is an absolute buy. For $20, you can't go wrong. You know, whatever I explained in this review, if you are under that category that, you know, it's your first time to purchase a fragrance, or you're a teenager, or your budget is like $20, and you just want to smell good, and longevity, and projection, and all this other stuff, you don't care, this is your go-to guy. I really think that I highly recommend this as a cheapie. For the price, you can't go wrong. So guys, this is my review on Lucky number 6. You'll luck out if you get this for like $5. Get it. You'll feel lucky. A good blind buy. Alright, so let's get to the rating system and see how this cheapie goes against the rest. Thanks for watching. Alright guys, let's rate Lucky number 6 projection. I'm going to give this one 3 bottles out of 10. Fairly low in the projection. 1 to 2 hours of a scent cloud, and then it sticks to your skin. Longevity, fairly low again. 5 bottles out of 10. It's kind of average. 3 to 5 hours on your skin any given day. Versatility, I'm going to give this one an 8 bottles out of 10. Almost all season, nighttime type of fragrance. Overall smell, I'm going to give this one a 7. It's actually above average, and for the price, you can't go wrong. Compliments aplenty. Seasons, the best seasons to wear this, I would think, would be spring and fall. That plum note works very, very well in those seasons. There is a great plum note in this one, a great starter fragrance or a high schooler's fragrance. Not a good choice for a seasoned vet, even though you can wear it casually. Overall, I'm going to give this one 6 bottles out of 10. It's a good choice for the price.